So graffiti in Redcliffe's tavern. Don't eat the cheese. Okay. We are back in the Redcliffe Chantry. As always, let's begin with a few Codex entries. Bear. No beast is more beloved by Dirthaman than the bear. When the world was new, Dirthaman gave one secret to each creature to keep. The foxes traded their secrets to Andrul for wings. The hares shouted theirs to the treetops. The birds sold theirs for gold and silver. Only the bears kept Dirthaman's gift deep within their dens. They slept the months away in the company of their secrets and nothing else. When Dirthaman discovered what had been done with his gifts, he snatched the wings from the foxes, silenced the voices of the hares, and turned the birds into paupers. But the bears he honored for their steadfastness. Transcribed from a Dalish tale, 9-8 Dragon. Normally, it is almost unheard of for bears to attack travelers. They are, in fact, so shy and so inactive during the day that most people never encounter a bear at all. However, should a bear be provoked, they are remarkably dangerous. The normally placid-seeming creatures become enraged and can strike massive blows with their paws, capable of knocking a man off his feet. Ogre. Towering over their darkspawn kin, the massive ogres are a rare sight on the battlefield. Traditionally, they only appear during a blight, but some records claim that ogres have been spotted in the deep roads hunting alone or in small groups. At least one report by the Grey Wardens claims that an ogre was spotted alone in the Korkari wilds in 919 Dragon, though it was weakened and easily dispatched. Up to 100 of these creatures can accompany a darkspawn horde at any one time during a blight, often using their great strength to burst through fortifications and demolish the front lines of the opposing army. They use brute force to charge their enemies like bulls, slam the ground with their fists to shake enemies off their feet, and hurl giant rocks into the face of oncoming foes. Melee can be difficult against a giant that snatches a warrior up in one hand, crushing the life out of him, or beating him into oblivion with the other hand. The nimble can try to wiggle his way free, or an ally can attempt an array of stunning blows on an ogre to free the comrade in danger. Grey Warden lore urges caution when slaying an ogre. Unless it is ensured that they have received a major wound to the head or the heart, it is possible that they are lying dormant and will regenerate to full health within a matter of minutes. During a blight, most Grey Wardens recommend burning all darkspawn to ashes, dead ogres in particular. Giant Spider. Giant spiders tend to appear in old ruins and other places where the veil has become thin because of magical disturbances or a great number of deaths. In such places, spirits and demons pass into the world of the living and attempt to take control over living beings, spiders among them. Not all scholars accept this explanation for the presence of these beasts, however. Some claim that the thinning veil allows magic to leak from the Fade, tainting such creatures as these spiders to transform into larger and more potent creatures than they ever would become naturally. While such spiders are known to possess powerful poisons and the ability to fling their webs at opponents in combat, studies of them have been few, and the full range of their abilities are unknown. That will do it for lore for the moment. Let's look around here and see if there's anything to scamper off with.
Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return.
Gone on a
Blessed is the
long
prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
We need you here to protect the rest of us. Yes?
I guess I can do that.
There's a good lad. In the morning, we'll look for your parents. In the morning.
I'm scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
I want to go Why can't we go home?
I already told you. Father is outside defending the village from the bad men. We must stay here and be brave. Can you do that?
I guess so.
Well, I see someone who we should recognize here, Jetta. We found her husband's stuff in the wilds, I believe.
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the Chant of Light to the Chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jetta?
I am. You've heard of me?
I have something here from your husband.
Oh? Oh, his lockbox. If you're bringing me this... Oh no. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for bringing this to me. It means a lot to... Maker's blessings upon you.
Well, sad, but we did what we could for her.
Good day.
You have a name, but aren't saying anything yet.
I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
Silence, girl. Do you want the children to hear you?
But night is coming. The monsters will return and we sit here and wait for them.
We have no choice. We must pray and hope for the Maker's compassion.
I just hope everything will be all right. So many have already died. Sorry, am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Are you all right? Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone.
If he has foolishly run off, then he is no doubt dead. You should get used to that fact.
Nice. Maybe you want to kick her in the head while you're at it.
Shall we comfort her with lies? If she is to face death, better she face it honestly.
I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Have you tried looking for your brother?
I went to our house. It's by the square. He wasn't there. I searched the rest of the village too. I called and I called, but he never answered. I wonder if he ran off into the woods. I'm so worried. Without me, he has nobody.
Don't worry. I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him.
And I'm off.
All right. Redcliffe, or what remains of it.
You know, we don't have the
Still
men
no
we
sign
need.
of them coming back from
And
the
their
castle,
numbers just
Murdoch.
keep growing each
Tell
night.
them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
Pray, and hope for a miracle. So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
Well, they do.
So you say? A damn Qunari could walk up and say he was a Grey Warden. I wouldn't know the difference. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have faith, good man. We will defeat this evil together.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
I like how he had a completely different voice for one line. What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
Nobody else can do these repairs.
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Is there anything else you need?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about Dwin.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
I'll go talk to him then.
Don't drink with him. That's how he sucks you in. Just my luck, our success hinges on the most foolish drunk of a smith ever to grace the Maker's lands.
All right. Drunken smith and a scared dwarf. No swimming. I suppose I shan't then. Well, he said that the merchant dwarf man lived by the lake. I wonder if this would be his place.
Yes.
Doesn't immediately appear to be. There is a note. Tattered shopping list. Let's see if we can find that. Here we go. Sugar, wheat flour, fillet knife, ginger, for Grandpa's flatulence, ink, cod liver oil, dried mushrooms, rouge, or lesion. Also remember to ask if more beeswax will be available soon. Okay. We've got lamp oil there.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
I don't have enough skill for that. Does Liliana? No, she doesn't either. I've got to level up. Let's just check that I can't level up my lockpicking yet. No, I have to be level 8. And I'm currently what? Level 7. Alright, so I may be able to return and do this in a bit. Otherwise, I'm going to be very sad if I just have to leave that unopened. Okay, there's another door over here.
And I'm off.
Locked and recently repaired. Hello? May as well knock, I guess. Well, being a rogue, I suppose you leave me no choice. Let's attempt to pick it. Ow. Can I just break it? It appears so. Great.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
I don't really want to intimidate. I apologize sounds stupid, but I guess I'll go with it. I apologize. I don't mean any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So what? You're recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Can't I change your mind?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
I'll put in a good word for you with Ban Teagan, or the Arl.
You might just be able to pull that off. Fine.
I'll throw in with the militia. For now. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
Fair enough. Got another door over here. Hello? Is someone in there?
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me?
Bevan? Is that you?
How do you know my name?
I spoke to your sister in the Chantry.
Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it.
Why do you hate the Chantry so much?
Everybody's scared. But they tell me I shouldn't be scared. And they tell me I shouldn't be sad that Mother died. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
From in there?
No. I just heard you coming, and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now. Alright, I came out. You won't hurt me. Will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want.
First, tell me what you were doing in there.
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? Maybe I could help you.
You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
Where is this sword now?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
But I could use that sword to help the village.
I guess you're right. I should help defend the village, shouldn't I? Father would have if he were here. Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
Alright, got his key. That stuff must all be upstairs then. Here's a chest.
Alright.
There we go. The green blade. More damage than what I have. Probably more damage for Alistair as well. I might give it to him, since I've already got an enchantment on mine. That looks like it's it in here. Let's head back out. Let's see. We still need to find the smith, if I remember right.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why?
All right.
Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
I suppose she had daughters somehow. Though there is something very unsettling about Flemeth having company. I think that might be where the smithy is. I'm gonna leave him for just a moment while I explore around some other places. Because we kind of skipped over a bunch of stuff when we were ported down to the Chantry.
Another doomed soul come to drown their sorrows here, I see. If you came here for a drink, you'll have to talk to Lloyd. He's got a vice grip on the spigots. I'm just here to keep the boys from mutiny.
What do you know about that elf in the corner?
Not much. He's very quiet. Says his name's Beric and he's here to meet his brother, but I think he's lying. He's a bit creepy.
So, how has business been?
What business? Without the castle soldiers, the only customers we have are local. And they're all in the militia with no money to spend. The few with any money are here, but it's not enough to justify working. Lloyd's a greasy pig. And if I didn't need this job so badly,
You don't care for Lloyd, I take it.
He gropes me and pays me next to nothing. But I suppose it could be worse. Not like I've got many options.
I could talk to Lloyd about this.
No, that'll just make things worse. And that's very sweet, but I'll be fine.
Why don't you leave?
And go where? With no money and no prospects, I just end up somewhere else working for someone worse.
You could leave if you had some help.
You mean after the fighting's over? I'd really like that. What would I have to do in return?
How about not end up at another tavern?
Well, I can't promise that, but thank you. I don't really know what to say.
Shouldn't you be at the Chantry?
Later on, yes. Lloyd will lock himself in the cellar, and I'll go to the Chantry. Are you fighting tonight?
Yes, I am.
That's good to hear. I didn't know that.
I should go.
Keep safe.
There's Lloyd, some militiamen, and Berwick.
Not looking for company.
I hear you're Berwick.
What? How did you know that? Well, that's my name. Why?
You seem awfully nervous. Why is that?
No reason. I just didn't know how you knew my name, that's all.
You said you were waiting for your brother?
My what? Oh, yes. He was supposed to meet me here. And then I got stuck here when monsters from the castle attacked.
You didn't try to leave?
No. Those who tried are dead. And, I have to wait for my brother. Look, you're very pretty and all, but I was told to, just leave me alone.
What do you mean? What were you told to do?
Nothing. Nobody told me to do anything. Just because you're a Grey Warden doesn't mean you can go around threatening people.
This will be easier if you just tell me what you're hiding.
But I never... Oh, all right, I'll tell you. Just don't hurt me. This is more than I bargained for. Look, they just paid me to watch the castle and send word if anything should change. But they never said anything about monsters. I haven't even been able to report anything since this started. I'm stuck, same as you, I swear.
Who are they? Who hired you to do this?
A tall fellow. I forget his name. He, said he was working for Hal. Arl Rendon Hal. He's an important man, Terran Loghain's right hand. So I didn't do anything wrong.
What are you supposed to watch the castle for?
Just to report any changes, honest. All I could send word about was the Arl getting sick. After that, monsters started coming from the castle.
So you know how this happened? Tell me now.
I don't know anything about these creatures. When the Arl got sick, I got scared that people would think I was involved. But I swear I don't know anything about it. They sent me to watch. Maybe they knew the Arl would get sick. I don't know.
Now how do I know you're telling the truth?
Here, this is a letter from them. It has instructions and everything. Keep it, do whatever you want with it. I just thought I was serving the king and making a bit of coin on the side. You have to believe me.
I think you should help defend Redcliffe tonight.
All right. I'll do it. Thank you for your mercy. I won't forget it.
Well, that's one more bow for the militia. Hopefully that helps.
Hello there, friend. Can't say we've ever met before. Stranger to the village, I take it. Haven't had many travelers lately. All this nonsense is bad for business. Bet you regret coming, yes?
What do you mean?
Oh, you know, evil creatures, impending doom, civil war, and the Earl's dead in the castle. Makes you thirsty, don't it? So, what'll it be? You are here to drink, I hope.
Who are you anyway?
Name's Lloyd. So, why'd you come to the village now? The roads can't be all that safe, not with a war brewing.
I came to see Arl Eamon.
Well, you must have been mighty surprised. He's not exactly talkative these days, eh? Something else I can get for you?
Answer a few questions.
Fine. Make them quick.
Shouldn't you be helping defend the village?
Why? When them creatures attack, I lock myself in the cellar. Just batten the hatches and wait it out. What's the point in getting myself killed with all the rest of them? If that makes me a coward, then I'm a coward.
Then be a coward if that's what you want.
Well, yes. I suppose that is what I want.
What do you know about what's happened here?
Not a lot. Castle guards stopped coming in about a week back. It's unusual, too. They were my main source of business. After a few days, I thought it strange enough to ask. But nobody heard anything. Anyone going up to the castle didn't come back. When the first attack hit, I locked myself in the cellar. I say we just wait for help to come.
Why are you still open?
I'm not abandoning my tavern because of a few monsters. The second I'm in the Chantry, Murdoch and his men will be here drinking all my ale.
Let's talk about something else.
Something else I can get for you?
Let's see what you have.
Right. I've got some supplies, too, in case you're interested. With the store closed down, it doesn't hurt to pick up some of the slack, eh?
Hey, see if there's anything I need here. Well, picked up some recipes. Let's see if Morrigan can make us more poultices. Fair amount there. Okay. And while I was at it, I gave Doge his stick, so he'll have a few more stats. Excellent. Make sure there isn't anything else in here that we might want. What's this graffiti? Huh. So graffiti in Redcliffe Tavern. Don't eat the cheese. Okay. We may as well read Berwick's letter as well. Berwick, we need your eyes and ears in Redcliffe. Stay in the village, keep your head down, and watch the castle. Report any changes, and you'll be well paid. Looks like we can't go upstairs, so that's all there is here. We could have intimidated him into helping defend the village, but that doesn't quite seem right. Persuasion, yes. Intimidation, not unless they're like a real bastard, and he's just a moderate bastard. Oh, there's a door over here. Can we get in? Oh.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I have a letter for you from the Blackstone Irregulars.
I knew this time would come. I should have listened to my wife. Don't sign that paper, she said. They might pay you a few sovereigns now, but they'll be back. Blast. I'll see you on the front lines, I suppose.
Right. Got one of the Blackstone people. Bookshelf. A chest.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
And neither one of us can do that chest either. So we've got 2 chests so far that I'll need to come back to. Hopefully I can do enough here to get a level up soon. We'll see.
So, you truly do not believe in any sort of higher power?
It has been bothering you, I see. No, I do not. Must I?
What do you believe happens to you after you die, then? Nothing?
I do not go to sit by the Maker's side, if that's what you mean.
Only those who are worthy are brought to the Maker's side. So many other sad souls are left to wander in the void, hopeless and forever lost.
And what evidence of this have you? I see only spirits, no wandering ghosts of wicked disbelievers.
It must be so sad to look forward to nothing, to feel no love and seek no reward in the afterlife.
Yes, the anguish tears at me so. You have seen through me to my sad, sad core.
Now you're simply mocking me.
You notice? It appears your perceptive powers know no bounds.
Normally I'm not a big fan of Morrigan, but I have to admit, when you get to the super preachy people like that, she has a point. Got a crate back here.
A windmill. I once took a ride on the sails of a windmill. Didn't turn out well.
I think there's some arrows. Let's hand those on to Liliana here. Alright then.
No word from the castle? No, all is still, as it has been for
Pick
days.
a flower?
It is an unnatural stillness, as though there is naught in there but death.
Say no more. The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your inauspicious chatter.
Okay. Sir Perth.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Teagan is to see you here. I must admit I do not know quite how to address you. Is my lady sufficient?
My lady would be proper. I am a Tyrn's daughter.
Very well then, my lady. I am humbly at your service. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to scent many monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
I have some questions for you.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Tell me about what's happened here.
You know about as much as I do. I returned a day before the attacks began, having heard strange rumors about the abandoned castle. I was the only knight to survive the first attack. Since then, I found others returning from the Arlessa's quest. Until we get to the source of this evil, though, I do not think it will stop, and I don't believe we will be enough.
Tell me about the quest for the sacred urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, Arlessa Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
According to the legend, the followers of Andraste brought her ashes back to Ferelden to hide them from the Imperium.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what was the Earl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn?
The Owl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
So, the knights left the castle defenseless?
Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliffe. I wonder if they perished there and were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood.
Carry on.
As you wish, my lady. Maker watch over you.
Let's see if there's anything in this windmill.
And I'm off.
Well, there's a crate. With some sort of note in it. Correspondence Interruptus. A collection of embarrassing personal communications between the spoiled wealthy and their objects of obsession. You are filthy, a beast. Such depravity I have never been forced to suffer. How words are so laden when they leave your lips is beyond decent imagining. Madam, I love you. Sir Oggold. Well, I kind of made him sound a bit like a woman, but... oh, well. He was probably sounded pretty prissy anyways. Let's head back down and talk to that smith.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Is this Owen the blacksmith? I need to speak with you.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
I'd prefer not to speak through a door. Can I come in?
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
Okay.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Alyssa, a Grey Warden helping Van Teagan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
Why have you locked yourself in the smithy?
My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Or you could work to help save her.
I'm an old man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you going to save us?
I intend to try.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. It'd do me the world of good to think maybe someone like you could go in and find her. Provided any of us live through the night.
What about the militia? They need your help.
If you look for Velena, I'll reopen the smithy and make some repairs for the militia. I can do that much.
I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either.
You were asking a great deal, you wretched little man.
I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise you, I'll find her.
I'll accept that. It's something to hope for, at least.
Oh, lovely. Shall we next begin rescuing kittens from trees?
Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
You have a friend outside the Grey Wardens?
I'm not talking about a friend, exactly. And no, it's not that sort of friend either. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only I never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
Have you contacted her?
No. I thought about writing her, but I never did. And then we were called down to Ostagar, and I never got the chance. She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her. With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her. Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
If you want to, we could try.
Could we? I'd appreciate that. If something happened to her and I never went to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Fair enough. Now, I wanted to see if this guy was actually, merchant now.
I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however.
Let's talk business.
Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Alright, he doesn't have anything I really want. That's fine. There's a crate in here.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it.
Well, hopefully he doesn't mind if I take a look.
I don't think there's anything you'll need in there. But it's hard to say. I was in a bit of a rush when I filled it up.
Couldn't the militia use this?
Not if I'm going to repair the equipment they have. That stuff is old, anyhow. Yeah, let me open it for you. I have the key.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, some basic equipment. Take it for now. We'll see Murdoch again. I think we've done everything we can for him.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Teagan the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
I'd like to talk about Dwin.
Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it.
How is morale?
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
Alright, I'll be back. I need to check on something.
I have a good feeling about tonight.
I don't like being out here, Dwin. The mayor's giving me the evil eye.
And well he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar. Because I say we're gonna help these people. And since I pay your...
Let's make sure we've done what we can here.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
About the sword I found in your home.
Bevan told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least.
I'll return it after the battle. It belongs to your family.
Use it well. If we survive, I'll gladly take it back. Thank you again for Bevan. With my mother gone... well, I'm just glad he's safe. I can't thank you enough.
Just stay safe, both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
I cannot stand by while monsters attack the helpless.
Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a woman of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Just how safe is the chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Ban Teagan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
Sir Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures, a shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
But if they think it helps them...
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Okay. Let's check in with Teagan once more.
I hear both Murdoch and Sir Perth are ready for nightfall. Excellent news.
I want to discuss the situation with you.
Of course.
Oh, doesn't have anything else to say.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
We've talked to him all that we can. Let's deliver these symbols to Sir Perth, and then I think we'll be ready for this evening.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal.
You said you wanted holy protection?
Have you spoken to the revered Mother? Has she offered anything?
Mother Hannah has some holy amulets. Would those do?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
You think it would actually help?
Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Carry on.
As you say, we are prepared to meet the enemy here when they come. Maker, prepare us. We shall be victorious.
All right. Oh, have I maybe leveled up? Well, I haven't. But Morrigan has. Let's give her death magic. Looks like that's a sustained ability. Alright, I tried to update their AIs a bit. We'll see how that works. Right now I've only got 4 slots in that, so there isn't a ton I can do with it. I'm gonna be more, you know, manually assigning things for the moment.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
Alright, I'm ready to make my stand. Let's wait for sundown.
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
Nope. I'm ready now.
Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready!
It's time, men. Know that we fight for the Maker and our hour. Light the traps. Burn these foul creatures.
All right. Alistair's nearly dead. Let's get him having a poultice.
Was there any doubt?
Look, men.
The monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help!
Knights, stay here. Guard the path.
Come on! We need to hurry!
I think my animation is a little messed up at the moment. Oh, it's kind of funny. Now I level up.
It's your time to die!
Looks like we're almost there.
Over there! Get them!
Dawn arrives, and we survived the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, dear lady. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
There is still much more to do, Ban Teagan.
Surely these people deserve some small celebration, don't you think? There is time yet.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe.
Murdoch of Redcliffe, Mayor and beloved father, we salute you.
You and so many others who have perished here, walk with he who is your Maker. Long may you know the peace of his love.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Okay. Let us attend to our level ups. Mechanical expertise, definitely getting that. Straight up bonus to attack and defense. Let's go with bravery for Alistair. Just kind of a bump to everything, it looks like. Firing even under attack. Definitely need that as soon as possible. Level up the dog. And we're ready to track down those couple of chests that we couldn't open before. Well, it wasn't in here, but Dwyn's here. I might as well talk to him.
Some fight. Reminds me why I left Orzammar in the first place.
Why is that?
Constant fighting. A warrior's life there is blood, ash, and dust. Though I'm not sure who's dirtier. These creatures are darkspawn.
What do you intend to do now?
Rebuild. Same thing I intended to do before. Except this time, there's more humans left alive to help. First thing I'm gonna do is get some sleep. For about a week. Go celebrate or whatever it is you're gonna do. You won, right? You're a hero. Or something.
Fair enough, my man. There's one of the chests in question.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Oh, still insufficient skill. Oh, there's a chanter's board here now. Okay, caravan down. We're gonna look for a caravan in the area. Brothers and sons. People looking for their loved ones in the south. Skin deep. We need flesh from those undead creatures. Desperate Haven. Group of refugees fleeing the Darkspawn. Okay. See if that girl and her brother are in here.
You saved us. I can't believe we're alive. And it's finally over.
What are you going to do now?
With Mother and Father both gone, I suppose they'll send us to an orphanage. Maybe separated. At least we're both alive. I won't forget what you did, though. Neither of us will. Thank you.
I promise to return your grandfather's sword.
I can't take it back. If you need it, keep it. Grandfather would want it in the hands of a hero.
Thank you. That's very kind of you.
We should leave now, I suppose. There's a wagon taking us north, and I don't want to miss it. Farewell.
Okay, that one we could get. Excellent.
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family.
Why didn't you enter the castle in the first place?
I had no idea what lurked in the castle, and I couldn't abandon the people of the village. What if... Maker's breath.
Teagan, thank the Maker you yet live.
Isolde, you're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Teagan. Alone.
Why don't we all go to the castle?
What? Who is this woman, Teagan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde. I owe them my life.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... Considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Teagan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and hunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Teagan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
What about Eamon? Is he still alive?
He is. He is being kept alive so far, thank the Maker.
Kept alive? Kept alive by what?
Something the mage unleashed. So far it allows Eamon, Connor, and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many, and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why. It allowed me to come for you, Teagan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help.
So why must Teagan go alone?
For Connor's sake. I promised I would return quickly and only with Teagan. Teagan, I know you could order your men to follow me when I return to the castle. I beg you not to. For Connor's sake.
Do you think this evil could be some kind of demon?
I do not know. Oh, Maker's mercy. Could it truly be a demon? I can't let it hurt my Connor. You must come back with me, Teagan. Please.
Tell me about this maid you mentioned.
He is an infiltrator, I think. One of the castle staff. We discovered he was poisoning my husband. That is why Eamon fell ill.
Eamon was poisoned?
He claims an agent of Terran Logain's hired him. He may be lying, however. I cannot say.
Why do I get the feeling you aren't telling us everything?
I beg your pardon? That's a rather impertinent accusation.
Not if it's true.
An evil I cannot fathom holds my son and husband hostage. I came for help. What more do you want from me? Teagan, I do not have much time. What if it thinks I'm betraying it? It could kill Connor. Please come back with me. Must I beg?
Enough questions. We need to decide what to do.
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Teagan. Bless you.
This is a mistake. You're going to get yourself killed.
I cannot let Isolde return alone. Perhaps I can help Connor or Eamon. Perhaps this is really a trap, but this is my family. I must try. I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say?
I can't let you do this. It's insane.
What choice do either of us have? If your business with Eamon is important, you're going to have to go inside to find him.
He's right. Without Arl Eamon, we'll never get the support we need.
Sir Perth and his men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you. I don't think there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable.
I understand. I'll do my best.
You're a good woman. The Maker smiled on me indeed when he sent you to Redcliffe.
So we are just going to send him with that woman? It seems so dangerous.
But I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
Hey. And here's the secret passage.
I locked myself in a cage once when I was a child. For an entire day. Ah, good times.
I think now that we've made it into the castle, this is going to be a good place to wrap up. Let's check the Codex. The Chant of Light. The Blight. No matter their power, their triumphs, the mage lords of Tevinter were men and doomed to die. Then a voice whispered within their hearts, "Shall you surrender your power to time, like the beasts of the fields? You are the lords of the earth. Go forth to claim the empty throne of heaven and be gods." In secret, they worked magic upon magic. All their power and all their vanity they turned against the veil, until at last it gave way. Above them, a river of light. Before them, the throne of heaven, waiting. Beneath their feet, the footprints of the Maker, and all around them echoed a vast silence. But when they took a single step toward the empty throne, a great voice cried out, shaking the very foundations of heaven and earth. "And so is the golden city blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin into heaven, and doom upon all the world." Violently were they cast down, for no mortal may walk bodily in the realm of dreams, bearing the mark of their crime, bodies so maimed and distorted that none should see them and know them for men. Deep into the earth they fled, away from the light. In darkness eternal they searched for those who had goaded them on, till at last they found their prize, their god, their betrayer, the sleeping dragon Dumat. Their taint twisted even the false god, and the Whisperer awoke at last, in pain and horror, and led them to wreak havoc upon all the nations of the world. The First Blight. From Threnodies, Chapter 8. The founding of the Chantry. Cordelius Draken, king of the city-state of Orlais, was a man of uncommon ambition. In the year -15 Ancient, the young king began construction of a great temple dedicated to the Maker, and declared that by its completion he would not only have united the warring city-states of the south, he would have brought Andrastian belief to the world. In -3 Ancient, the temple was completed. There, in its heart, Drakon knelt before the eternal flame of Andraste and was crowned ruler of the Empire of Orlais. His first act as emperor? To declare the Chantry as the established Andrastian religion of the Empire. It took 3 years and several hundred votes before Olessa of Montsimard was elected to lead the new Chantry. Upon her coronation as divine, she took the name Justinia, in honor of the disciple who recorded Andraste's songs. In that moment, the ancient era ended, and the divine age began. From Ferelden, Folklore and History, by Sister Petrine, Chantry Scholar. Demonic possession. Why do demons seek to possess the living? History claims they are malevolent spirits, the first children of the Maker, angry at their creator for turning from them, and jealous of those creations he considered superior. They stare across the veil at the living and do not understand what they see, yet they know they crave it. They desire life. They pull the living across the veil when they sleep and prey on their psyche with nightmares. Whenever they can, they cross the veil into our world to possess it outright. We know that any demon will seek to possess a mage, and upon doing so, will create an abomination. Most of the world does not know, however, that the strength of an abomination depends entirely on the power of the demon that possesses the mage. This is true, in fact, of all possessed creatures. One demon is not the same as any other. Demons can, for instance, be classified. Enchanter Brom's categorization of demons into that portion of the psyche they primarily prey upon has held since the Tower Age. According to Brom, the weakest and most common of demons are those of rage. They are the least intelligent and most prone to violent outbursts against anything living. They expend their energies quickly, the most powerful of them exhibiting great strength and occasionally the ability to generate fire. Next are the demons of hunger. In a living host, they become cannibals and vampires, and within the dead they feed upon the living. Theirs are the powers of draining, both of life force and of mana. Next are the demons of sloth, the first on Brom's scale that are capable of true intelligence. In its true form, this demon is known as a shade, a thing which is nearly indistinct and invisible, for such is sloth's nature. It hides and stalks, unaware, and when confronted, it sows fatigue and apathy. Demons of desire are amongst the most powerful, and are the ones most likely to seek out the living and actively trick them into a deal. These demons will exploit anything that can be coveted: wealth, power, lust, and they will always end up getting far more than they give. A desire demon's province is that of illusions and mind control. Strongest of all demons are those of pride. These are the most feared creatures to loose upon the world. Masters of magic and in possession of vast intellect, they are the true schemers. It is they who seek most strongly to possess mages, and will bring other demons across the veil in numbers to achieve their own ends, although what that might be has never been discovered. A greater pride demon brought across the veil would threaten the entire world. From the Maker's First Children, by Bader, Senior Enchanter of Ostwick, 812, Blessed. That will do for now. We will finish up this episode here, and I hope to see you again. Till next time.